spirituality. My name is Immensely West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. And if this is your first time, this is the place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'm going to be talking about the big one. This is the war we have all been waiting for. The war between Israel and Iran. A very big one. So it has started, as you know, I cannot ignore this kind of thing. This big elephant in the room. I don't know which color I'm going to call this elephant. It's an Israeli elephant or American elephant, American slash Israel slash NATO elephant slash Arab elephant. I don't know, but it is here. It is upon us now. And the war is upon the world now. Israelis versus Iran. Now we are witnessing this now. And the Israeli aggression, I'll be talking about the spiritual implications of this and what we need to expect. So we woke up on Friday to discover that overnight Israel have attacked Iran. They say they used over 200 jets. Very surprising. And they killed so many people, destroyed so many things. And now Iran has declared a sort of war on Israel. Now they have started the whole thing. So what do we see here now? We have been steadily witnessing the aggression of Israel on its neighbors. This have been going on for quite some time with the Palestinian people in Gaza, how they have been killed or brutalized. In fact, they have been genocided on a daily basis. What we have been witnessing for the last 3-6 months is a genocide. Every day, people are being killed in Gaza by Israeli bullets, by lack of food. The whole Gaza now is like the worst place in the world right now. A genocide is ongoing. We are witnessing a genocide being conducted by the so-called people of God. These are people that claim to originated the Christian religion, the religion that say that they have something they call the Ten Commandments, which one of them is supposed to be based on love and forgiveness. These are people that claim that there was a Messiah called Jesus that came to die for humanity and offers love and ultimate forgiveness for everybody, so that everybody that accepted this Jesus Christ can go to the heaven to eat sugar candy and sweets, confectionaries, and to wear white and to sing heavenly lullabies for all eternity to this pervert, misogynistic, jealous, overzealous, sadistic, murderous deity that calls himself Jehovah or Elohim or any of other Latin names. And so this deity now is created by these Israel people. And they say the deity is based on love and forgiveness. But what we have been steadily witnessing is that this deity does not know the definition of love or does not have love in his heart. Because if this deity, this religion is really based on love and forgiveness, the people that created the religion will not be genociding people they call their enemies, allowing them to starve to death, killing them with snipers every day, and bombing the hell out of them from day to day. And the whole world is witnessing this. And as if the punishment that have meted out to these people is not enough. Already you said that, okay, this present crisis started, that the Hamas people invaded Israel, killed about 1,000 people, kidnapped some people. But so far, Israel have killed well over 50,000 people. They have sent Gaza back to the Stone Age. When I look at Al Jazeera, I now see people riding donkeys in Gaza. People are now riding donkeys, horses, llamas. People are trekking. They have nothing to eat, nowhere to sleep. It's like they are just suffering from morning till night. Torture, running up and down to get food, and then being shot. And they are bombing hospitals, bombing refugee camps, bombing schools. In fact, nowhere is safe in Gaza. Even the so-called West Bank, they have gone into refugee camps and been bombing refugee camps. This is something that is unprecedented. It's like they say that the Hitler people wanted to kill them in Auschwitz, the World War II, something that Jews were killed. What happened there is what we are witnessing now in Palestine. And it didn't stop there. They went into Lebanon. They killed some people there. Took out the so-called Hezbollah structure. We saw the Pager attack and all the rest. And Lebanon is done. Then they went into Syria. They took out the government. Syria is now totally done. And they have shared the whole country among themselves. America, Israel, Saudi Arabia. They have shared Syria. Syria is totally not a threat anymore to Israel. Syria is totally dead. So now the next target is Iran. And we have seen the bombardment of Iran, and people have started to die. And we have been witnessing this. So what is really happening with Israel? It seems there seems to be on fire now. They're kind of on the roll. They are thirsty for blood, and for, if I will call, Western or the Western Middle East domination or world domination. And of course, we know they are being fueled by Donald Trump and the NATO bodies in Europe. So what does this mean? That if Israel started a war with Iran, we all know that Israel is not fighting alone, that America is coordinating and totally involved in this war. Same thing that America did with Ukraine against Russia. They are doing it now in Israel. So this war is not an ordinary war. I see the war as a sort of world domination. And the most painful thing is that the Muslim world is totally silent. It seems that there's a kind of dichotomy in the Islamic world. We have good and bad Muslims. And the wealthy Muslims, they are the good ones. Or the Muslims that are aligned with American policies, they are the good Muslims. Those ones are untouchable. Countries like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Dubai, Jordan, these are the good Muslims. The bad Muslims are Palestine, Lebanon, and Yemen, and Iran. Syria used to be bad Muslims, but now Syrians are good Muslims right now. They are good Muslims. They have been removed from the terrorist list and everything. All their sins have been absorbed. And we still have some not so good and bad Muslims in Afghanistan. There used to be bad Muslims, now they are becoming good Muslims now. So the funny thing is that the Arab world is totally silent on this. Iraq used to be bad Muslims, but now after American invasion and whatever they have been doing there, they are now semi-good Muslims now. So what we see here is that Israel is trying to make Iran good Muslims as well. We don't know that, but we are waiting. So, but we cannot ignore this aggression. This playbook, we have seen it many times before. A good case study is that of Iraq. Saddam Hussein. They say he was creating weapons of mass destruction, and they attacked him. They tried to get him to drop his nuclear weapons program, which he totally dropped. Immediately he dropped the program, they discovered that he's not making any attempt to create any sort of nuclear weapon. What happened? They went in, all the NATO countries gathered together behind the back of America. They went in and they took him out and they destroyed and shared the country among themselves. We have witnessed this again in the situation of Gaddafi in Libya. What happened in Gaddafi? They called him all kind of names because he was not dependent on any Western uh, facilities. He was not borrowing money. He was not a slave to any of their neocolonizing policies. He was independent and he was calling for African unity, and he was advancing his own development, of course, trying to get his own nuclear program in a way. They came in, they talked to him, got him to abandon his nuclear program, which he did. When they discovered that he's no more doing anything nuclear, they attacked him and they killed him, they destroyed his country, and they shared it among themselves. Now we are seeing this coming back again in Iran. The only thing that has been keeping Iran afloat is because of the nuclear program that they have. Now they want Iran to once again abandon its own nuclear program, which Iran has refused to abandon. So it seems that Israel and America have run out of patience. Okay, whether you abandon it or not, we're still going to come and invade you. The plan is to invade you before. Whether you abandon the program or you refuse to abandon the program, we have already targeted you for invasion as a bad Muslim. So they have been patient with Iran for so long. Iran is advancing. This was early this year. There was a rumor that Iran sort of tested a nuclear device underground that registered on the Richter scale as an earthquake in Iran. So America has been there. Israel, that also have been rumored to have their own nuclear weapon, the secret one, don't want Iran to have a nuclear weapons program because they want to be the only country that will be in the Middle East without something like this, and they see Iran as a country they cannot control. So what happens now? They don't have patience anymore. They have attacked Iran, and now this new war has started in the Middle East. So what do we see here? We don't know what to expect, but we hope that the best things will happen, and Iran will be able to stand firm and defend himself. And the spiritual implications of this, once again, a lot of people are now beginning to see Israel as an aggressor. They are now beginning to see Israel as a people that do not have love in their hearts. They are now beginning to see Israel as an issue, a problem child, a spoiled child that is being used by America to cause confusion in the Middle East. Now, what will happen is that people will become more enlightened, and everybody will start becoming very mindful of Israel to a certain extent. Now we see this killing of Muslims in the Middle East. We in Africa don't really know what to say to this. We see the Muslim people as also people that are invading and causing problems in Africa. It's not really our business, our cup of tea. If two colonizers or people with mentality that is very deranged to a certain extent want to fight it out, it is their own cup of tea, not our business in Africa. But the issue is that if Israel is allowed to continue with this murderous rage, nothing stops them from extending this to other parts of the world. Because it seems that they are like on a roll now, going after people, killing, and destroying other people's country. Now they have gone to Iran. If they are able to take out Iran, the next country will certainly be Yemen. Because Yemen has been the only country in the whole Middle East that is really, really vocal against Israel occupation of Gaza and Palestine, and they have actually been trying to help the Palestinian people by actively involving in the conflict, sending missiles to Israel. So what we're going to see is that Iran and Yemen is the next target. After that, we don't know who will be their next target, but I know that this will spread to other parts of the world. It probably spread to some African countries that they don't like. Then we call them bad Muslims, and then we attack them, kill them, and it will appear that the Western world, they kind of lack money right now due to the activities of China taking over world economy and flooding the world with cheap products. It seems like America and NATO countries can't really compete with China on a level markets. They can't compete. So, and their economies are dying very slowly. This is what I see. You can study this by checking the growth rate of each individual economies in Europe. You find that their annual growth rate is not more than 2%. They are dying. China growth rate is an average of 8 to 10%. African countries' growth rate is about 8% per year. So it would appear that economies in Europe are saturated. There is very little opportunities for making money with their businesses. Their products are very expensive. People don't buy European products that much. People don't buy even American products much. Everybody seems to be buying from China, buying from Asia. When you talk about cars, people are buying from Japan, Toyotas, Honda, all those are the rest. When you talk about electronics, even phones, people seem to be buying a lot from Asia. To clothing items, everything you think about being manufactured in China. So it will appear that Europe and America is not really making much money the way they used to make. Even African countries are trying to take greater control of their economies. They cannot exploit Africans the way they used to exploit us in those days. So they are being short of cash. And the only way for them to get cash the way they used to get it is to start wars. Start wars, invade other people's country. Then they come in and claim to be rebuilding the country, start tearing it and sharing it among themselves. So war is a good business for the American industrial complex. And Europe, NATO countries as in United Kingdom, especially United Kingdom, France, these two, Germany, all these countries, they need money. And they need war. So they need to find a country that they can give a bad name, then they will invade this country, take over the government, then they'll sending their multinationals to start making money in those places. So this is what they try to do with Russia. They failed. Right now they are going to pieces Ukraine and share the rest of Ukraine among themselves. Ukraine is totally in debt. And they are going to do this with, they have already done this with Syria. Syria now is gone, totally gone. So the next plan is to do something like this with Iran. At least they will kill like 5 birds with 1 stone. They will take out the so-called evil regime, take out the bad Muslims. Iran have a lot of natural resources, a lot of oil, a lot of stuff. They are going to go in for the oil and the natural resources, and they will share it among themselves, and they will neutralize every threat in Iran. They are going to make Iran like Iraq. This is what will happen. They are going to make it an unstable country whereby the people will start fighting themselves instead of fighting the enemy. This is what may happen. But if Iran is strong enough, they can be able to avoid all these things by being steadfast. The trick is do not give up your nuclear program. I think that this nuclear program should be the prerogative of every country in the world. Because if every country have this nobody can actually think of come and invade you. If you have something like this, be very carefully treading where they want to come close to you. But this is an excuse for invading other people's country. Okay, I don't see anything wrong with Iran having a nuclear program. After all, India have nuclear program, Pakistan have the nuclear program, and they don't appear to be being aggressive to any other person. And other countries have nuclear program as well. But why must it be Iran that cannot have a nuclear program? If Americans have the right to have, and UK, France have the right to have, then Iran should have their right to have. So I don't see why should be an this should be an excuse to invade their country, except they are looking for something else. And that something else have been fans in the sense that they are not properly aligned with the powers that be, and they are striking for their own independence. So we see this happening once again. So it's going to be a very interesting war. We don't know what to expect, and it has started. So we should be watching. And after Iran, maybe North Korea will be the next person, and we don't know what to expect. But this is it here. So this is the spiritual implications of this war. And of course, we see Donald Trump heavily in all these things. Donald Trump is totally behind Israel. I even believe this could be his idea, because he has been hating on Iran for a long time. And we see how he's currently treating people in his country, especially the Latinos this time. In his first tenure, it was African Americans, black people. We saw the George Floyd riot and how he was trying to do a lot of bad things to black people. But this time around, his attention seems to be focused more on Latinos. I don't know why I feel that too many Latinos are in America, and he wants to get rid of them. So what we see now is America is now a kind of fascist country. There is no democracy right now in America under Donald Trump. What we have is fascism, dictatorship. This is a country that once claimed to be the bastion of democracy, the bastion of freedom of speech. Now we see Donald Trump trying his best to silence that aspect of democracy, to silence every freedom of speech in America. Now, if you are a foreigner in America, you can't even say anything bad against Israel. You can't criticize Israel. Immediately you criticize Israel, they accuse you of anti-Semitism, and they cancel your visa if they don't even send you to jail. Is this a democracy where you cannot criticize the genocide in Gaza? Look at what they're doing to Harvard University, a renowned university. Now they have tried to silence the university from saying anything against Israel, and they have refused to allow foreign universities to recruit or to admit international students. All this is fascism. This is how fascism starts. Taking away your freedom of speech, silencing you. This is the same Donald Trump that was complaining that he was being silenced by CNN or fake news and all that, Twitter and the rest. And he's doing the same thing now, worse than CNN. His government now is silencing freedom of speech from anybody right now in the country. People that have valid visas in America are now being deported. Imagine a student that will pay up to 20 million naira to go to study in America. This is not an illegal person. A legal student. He went there legally, he applied for visa, got into a plane, he went there. It's not an illegal person. It's not minusing from the economy. It's not a criminal. For saying the truth, you will be deported. What do you call this kind of thing? This is fascism. This is dictatorship. There is no difference between America right now and any dictatorial regime they have been condemning. Right now, America is a fascist country, a racist country, and a dictatorship country right now. This is not the things they used to describe third world countries. America is now officially a third world country right now under Donald Trump. So it is a shame that we are witnessing this. A country that is encouraging genocide, encouraging other people to commit massacres and genocide, to be invading other people's country. This is appalling. But yet are we witnessing the fall of America, or the rise of racism, white supremacy? The same Latino people is deporting right now. These are the people that are doing the mania jobs in America, the most dirtiest job, the lowest paid job, people that are struggling. If he deports all those Latino people, those Mexicans, Venezuelans, all the people he calls undesirables, who is going to do all those dirty jobs? Who is going to do the cleaning job in America? Who is going to do the sweeping? Who is going to do the heavy lifting? It's certainly not black people. Black people are not doing that anymore. Africans in America don't do those dirty jobs anymore. It reeks of slavery. You cannot see black people doing all those. So these people they are the ones doing all those jobs. You are taking them out. So you see, you want to revitalize your economy, you need workers. The workers the multinational countries are bringing in, you are not deporting them, raiding their facilities and catching those workers and deporting them out of the country. How is those companies going to make money? Companies like Amazon, General Motors, Google, or the rest. Who is going to do all those deliveries? How much can you pay people to do all those work? People that are doing the dirty jobs, you say they should go. So how will your country look like? So for me, it's a good thing. If it does that, it's going to expose America to the world, and it's going to make other countries more independent by thinking of how to do better by themselves, how to live their life without seeing America as an option. So recently, some countries have been, it has blocked the visa of some African countries and some other people from coming in, which I think is a good thing. I would be very happy if you can add more African countries to this list. Countries like Nigeria needs to be blocked because it is clear that we have some very stupid politicians in Nigeria. These are people that will rather sell their own country people into slavery than rebuilding their country. So if you can add Nigeria to the block list so that our politicians can no longer go to America for any kind of thing, for health reasons or visitation, it will be a good thing. I don't feel bad about that. We have our own resources, we have the capacity to do by ourselves. But when people think that the only way to survive is to run to other people's country to go and suffer, then there's a problem. So there's a good side and a bad side to the deportation exercises that is ongoing in America. So people need to learn, and people should stop looking at the country like it is everything. It makes them feel too proud, too arrogant. So we need to go back to our own countries to develop our countries. So it will be a good thing if we can add more countries to the block list. It will be a good thing. But the fascism of taking people's right to talk, freedom of speech, this is a very big problem. Very big issue. I see issues with that. Because when you totally silence people in the world, then what is the next thing to do? Taking away people's freedom. You don't want people to say the truth. This is not a good thing. But we see it happening. We see Marco Rubio and all these people. It's like the old white supremacy KKK. They are all in governments right now in America. The rise of white supremacy, the rise of Israel's aggression in the world, directly proportional with white supremacy issue that we're witnessing right now. It's a shame, but we have many lessons to learn from this very situation we are witnessing. The lessons we need to learn is that you must be self-sufficient. You must know how to make the right kind of friends. Your spiritual background needs to be aligned with your modalities or your mindset for self actualization and freedom. All these people, these Latino people that they are deporting, are they not Christians? These Latinos, they have a lot of problems. The truth is that many of them are black people. They call themselves Latinos, Mexicans, and all sorts of names, Dominicans. They are black people, Puerto Ricans, black people with white skin. people that are polluted by the corruption of slave trades, mixing of races. Most of them have black blood in them. People in Cuba, they are African people. But for some time now, these people have been seeing themselves as Caucasian because their skin is lighter. They want to absorb themselves into the Caucasian race. So they always try to separate themselves from African people. They try to separate themselves from black people. They try to separate themselves from people like us because of the color of their skin. They think that if they can separate themselves, the Caucasians, the real Caucasians, will treat them better. And they stand the chance of being absorbed into the Caucasian race. But they lied. If you are not khaki, you not fit be khaki. This is their own policy. If you not be khaki, you not go fit be khaki. So Trump is now trying to separate them back. And guess what? Many of these Latinos, they are even calling themselves Latinos. Funny, they don't call themselves Africans. They have thrown away their indigenous spiritual system and adopted Christianity wholesale. All of them are Christians. They pray to Jesus, they go to church, they read the Bible. They are expected to be accepted into Christianity because they have light skin. But they are being deported despite the fact that they are Christians. Donald Trump did not care whether they are Christians or not. He deports them. You are not Caucasian, you're being deported. Going straight to hell. Okay? So I hope that they will learn a lesson. Now, many of them are complaining that black people are not coming out to protest in America. African people, black Americans are not supporting them. Why will black Americans support them when you never support black Americans for anything? When black Americans are protesting against police brutality, racism, these Latinos we are so cool. It is the fault of the black people. They are always like gangsters all the time. Why should we care? It is their behavior that is making white people to treat them bad. This is their excuse. They will say it is our behavior, our gangster behavior, that is making white people treat us like this, to kill us on the streets. Even some of them participate in killing black people. I see some of them killing black people as well. They are not even Caucasians, but they kill black people. The other time, a little boy, Tyrone, something was killed by a Latino guy, not even a white person. Neighborhood watch was killed by a Latino. And they even paid him money. He didn't go to jail. Killed a 12-year-old boy. So we see this kind of nonsense. You can see the leader of Proud Boys, the Proud Boys white supremacy group in America. I've forgotten his name. That one is not even a Caucasian. He's a Latino. Yes, Trayvon. The guy that killed Trayvon was not even a Caucasian. He's a Latino. The leader of Proud Boys is not even a Caucasian. He's a Latino. Go and check his name on the internet. So these people think that they are white because of the skin. So they want to be absorbed into the Caucasian people's tribe or bloodline or whatever. So they don't do anything with Africans. They separate themselves from us. But now, Trump is trying to re-separate them back again, letting them know that they are not Caucasian. They have to go back to where they come from. So you don't expect black people to now join to protest. You should drink your own tea, carry your own cross, because you have always been separating yourself from African people, that you are not from Africa, you are Latinos. Many of these people, they are product of rape, where these Western colonizers came to forcefully sleep with African women that produce these children. This race of all these so-called Latinos, they are black people. You don't want to do anything with African people. You have always been who you are. Now you are crying that they are deporting you back to where you come from. You expect black people to fight for you. It's not going to happen. You must carry your cross. Okay? So we see this happening in America right now. Donald Trump seems to be after them. We don't know why. Even me, myself, I am shocked. Normally, it used to be black people that is always getting the boot. So why did they choose to turn on Latinos right now? We don't know what to say. We'll just be looking at them. Some of them claim to be Native Americans too. I don't know. I'm not there. So let's be watching what is happening, unfolding in America. Right now, I will consider it the rise of the reign of white supremacy. We don't know how long, but I believe the old tenure of Trump is going to be like this. There's going to be a lot of sorrow, sadness, misery. A lot of families are going to be separated. A lot of people will die, end up in prison. This is Donald Trump for you. This is white supremacy for you. Causing pain anywhere they have. So we will witness this for the next 3 years of his tenure. Then maybe somebody good will go in there. Besides, the most painful part is that a lot of Latinos voted for Trump. They voted for Trump. A lot of the Latinos that are weeping today. I saw during the time now, we saw the election on the news, how they were campaigning for Donald Trump. Campaigning. They voted for Donald Trump. They want a better country. And now they are getting that better country. So what can we not say? Yes, it was Trevor Martin. So they are really Spanish conquistadors. They are children of Spanish and conquistadors, and they are mulattoes. Okay? Half black, half Spanish. So which side they can be? They don't want to identify with the African side. They see the African side as inferior. So maybe Donald Trump is after the African side or the Spanish side. We don't know which side Donald Trump is putting out. But for now, he seems to be leaving the black people out of the mix. Maybe he's tired of attacking black people. This time is for Latinos. Latino or singled out for maltreatment, punishment. Yes, they are mixed. They are mixed people. Okay, but we can still accept them back into. I don't see them as Caucasian people, but they see themselves as Caucasian people. We don't see them as Caucasian, but them see themselves as Caucasian. Now the Caucasian is giving hell to them. It's so funny and sad at the same time. So, but that is not our cup of tea. We don't drink tea in Africa. We drink only pepper soup. We only sing blues in Africa. So it's not our business. We'll just be watching as events unfold. Okay? They should go with their whiteness, their white masters, as they wish. Many of them are Christians. Many of them. They don't say, they're showing the Bible, see, we are Christians, we are whites. We should be allowed to stay in America. They should show Donald Trump the Christian Bible. Okay? So now we see this happening in America, and it's such a shame at the same time, and also interesting at the same time. We don't know why all this is happening, but it is happening. So my advice is that, I don't know if I can say advice, but just be true to who you are. Be proud of your African roots. If you're an African, be proud of your roots. Celebrate your roots. Identify with your roots. This is what I see there. These foreign religions, they are not helping anybody. Christianity is not helping African people. We should be proud of our African spirituality. Okay, a lot of black people, they are waking up now. This is my happiness. The harsh policies of Donald Trump is waking up a lot of African countries by kicking people out, letting people feel that they are nothing and they mean nothing to you. It kind of makes people to be strong. When you reject people, you try to force them to look within themselves, to find peace within themselves. So it's a good thing he's doing. A lot of African people will not think for themselves if they don't see the hard truth about life. So I see sort of love his government in a way. He's making African people to know that you have to be independent. You have to do by yourself. This is what I see with this policy. So I'm not that angry with him, with what he's doing. He's giving people sense. Maybe we need some sort of hard teacher like him to kick us into, to jumpstart us into doing things by ourselves. Maybe we need this lesson. Who knows? I think we need it in a way. It has been too long. Our people have been sleeping for so long. So Donald Trump is here to wake us up And the Latino people, they have been sleeping for so long as well. I think he's here to wake everybody up. This is my own view about Donald Trump. He's here to wake, especially the African people and the Latinos. He's here to wake them up so that they should know who they are. They should go back to their roots instead of trying to blend into where they don't belong. They should do by themselves. They should identify by themselves, recalibrate their footsteps back, and start doing maybe what you do by yourself. People will respect you. I think this is the best way to get people to respect you. Instead of running to other people's country, trekking to America, the videos are so sad. You see thousands of people trekking to another man's country. Such a shame. Maybe this needs to stop. I see it in this way. It needs to stop. See our people in Africa trekking to Europe, dying in Sahara Desert and Mediterranean Sea. All these kind of things needs to stop. Maybe we need hard hands like this to stop all this rubbish. Okay? There's no free lunch in the world. No bed is waiting for you at the other side. You make your bed by yourself. Learn to make your bed and sleep where you find peace, where you're from. Don't go to other people's land expecting for them to give you bread and beds for free. That time has passed. Okay? That time has passed. Okay, Zopalio, my predictions for Iran. I don't know what will happen to Iran right now. It is rumored that they may have a nuclear weapon almost already completed. It's rumored that they have a nuclear weapon that is maybe 70-80% completed. I don't know what will happen. But I wish them the best of luck. Now that after Israel and America have set their eyes on Iran, Iran is not backing down. I wish them the best of luck. It will not be good to not have Iran in the Middle East. I think we need to have a country like Iran in the Middle East to checkmate the activities of Israel. So it will be a good thing to have them around. So I wish them the best of luck in this very thing that is happening. It's a very sad thing, but once again, we need to be aware of the situation. I don't know what will happen. I will still be watching it on my TV and taking scores and taking notes, and we will learn from this experience together. So that is my take on this issue. And Israel too needs to be called to order, because the situation they happen for Gotas, they happen for Lion House. After Iran, after Yemen, it can be any other country of their choosing. So we should be prepared for Israel aggression in the future. They can just decide to just take out any country. After all these things, they will feel too overconfident and they will keep on going until somebody stops them. This is what I think will happen to Israel. They will keep doing this aggression until somebody will stop them, until an unstoppable force will meet an unmovable object. Then it will become their destiny. This is what I see for them. So I think we stop here today. Questions or comments are welcome. Please like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel. And of course, hit the notification bell when you subscribe to enable all notifications so that when I post videos like this, you will receive them. And if you want to learn African spirituality, this is the right place to be. I have a 6-month program where I teach it from the science, the history, the metaphysics, and the hardcore spirituality. So for those are people that really want to learn these subjects, I teach it here. Okay, I have decided to be teaching this online because we don't have enough teachers teaching the subject now, and it's so sad. And African spirituality needs to survive. It needs to grow. It needs to be adapted to modern day realities. So you can use African spirituality to empower yourself to live your life and to do almost anything you want to do. The applications are limitless. So if you want to learn these subjects, this is the best place to be. So, or you can contact me to enroll in my program. Then if you want to do your oracle tarot divinations, I do all those things as well. Then if you like to read books, I have been able to write 3 books on this subject already. This one is on quantum physics. This book talks about the origin of quantum physics from African spirituality. Quantum physics is the topic in the Western world where they define the invisible particles of nature. They try to study it. The things we call the atomic structure, quarks, specks, all those kind of things you cannot see with the naked eye, the invisible realm, the plasma realm. This is the topic that studies them in Western world: quantum physics, quantum entanglement, quantum computation, or anything about the quantum realm. You need this book. African spirituality seeks to study the invisible aspect of nature. When we talk about the realm of the spirits, the elemental deities, infernal deities, celestial deities, your ancestors, all these are things you can't see with the naked eye. African spirituality is where we study all those. So this book will teach you how to see the things you cannot see with the naked eye. It will help you open your consciousness and connect you to your true divinity. So you need to buy this book. This is the first book written on quantum physics in the history of the whole West Africa. No book like this, the first. So it will help you. So if you are a Christian, Muslim, you're an African person, you need to know about African spirituality. So it doesn't make sense that you are from Africa, you don't know anything about your spirituality. You don't know. It's a very sad tale. This is why most of our people are backward. They claim to be educated. Western education is to miseducate you, to make you a Negropean at best, that will be full of nothing, empty vessel. All you will know is all what they teach you, all about them, nothing about you. This is Western education for you. So if you want real African education, empowerment, this is the books you need to read. Okay, it's here, not expensive. Ignorance is much more expensive. This one, Walking in the Shadow of the Gods, I have over 200 spells for different aspects of your life. There's spell for love, protection, prosperity, general well-being, all kind of illnesses, different serious illnesses. The spells in this book can help you. It will increase your capacity to do many things. So you can even have this book. You open your shrine to be helping people, teaching people stuff. It's better to have this book than say you're looking for it, you don't have it. Buy it, keep it in your shelf, give it to your children, let the legacy continue. Then this one, Whispers of Amente, Pathways to Ascension. This one will open your eyes into the spirit world. In this book, I put some powerful deities that are in Africa. Their purpose, their function, how to make contact with them, why they are who they are. The intelligence, the spirit behind these deities, this concept, spirit behind the sun, spirit behind the generation of life, spirit behind birth, rebirth, destruction. That's intelligence behind this very stuff is what I captured in this book, so that you can be able to make contact with that intelligence that is controlling these forces. Okay, so that you can empower yourself. This is a very powerful book. It's a grimoire. So when you hold this book, it's a direct gateway to the spirit world. Okay, powerful book written by me. Unique book, one of a kind. So you need this knowledge to connect with your divinity, with your true self. So know your way, not because. Now advice. This knowledge is what a lot of people are missing, are lacking in the world today. That is making them to misbehave. That is making them to malfunction, making them to make decisions that is not favoring them. You need this knowledge to connect to your source, to your true nature, to fulfill your true will. You need this knowledge. This knowledge is what the Western world took out of our educational curriculum. This is the reason they try to destroy African spirituality, to demonize it, so that you will not know all this stuff. Because when you know all this stuff, you will have power. You will be enlightened. You will empower yourself. Nobody can deceive you. So what they did is to take all this from our educational curriculum and replace it with their garbage religion. The garbage religion that is not doing anything for us but enslaving us. So you need to re-update your operating system. As an African person, the operating system they gave you is faulty. The Bible operating system, the Islamic operating is faulty. It is not for us. We need to upgrade it with new knowledge. The new knowledge is putting these books into your brain, updating this information into your spirit so that your spirit can function optimally, optimal performance. So when you have this knowledge of self, nobody can stop you. They cannot deceive you. They cannot manipulate you. They cannot control you. So they don't want you to have all these things. But I want you to have it so that you can be free. And or you can start doing the right thing of bringing peace and balance upon this our heads. Okay, so please get these books. Get it for your children. Get it for your loved one. Don't think it's only this lifetime that we have. You are reincarnating back again. So you need this knowledge so that when you're reincarnating back, you come in here with a mission. So this knowledge will prepare you for your next reincarnation, for your next coming. We prepare your children. If I have these books when I was 20 years, my life would have gone far a long time ago. If I have this book when I was young, nobody teach me anything when I was a teenager. I discovered African spirituality when I was 30 years, 31 years. I finished all this, I didn't know anything. So you need to introduce this knowledge early to your children so that they will not make the kind of mistakes that we made. Mistakes of wasting time going to church, being deceived by these men of dogs to be paying tithes or building their religious empire, wasting time and energy that we're supposed to be building our life. We're using it to support the religion that is destroying us. All these things need to stop. You need this information so that you can start doing the rightful thing for your life at an early age. Give it to your children so that your children can have a good head start. They can be able to know who their enemies and friends are, and they can be able to start building a better empire for your future generations. So these are important. Ancient wisdom for today. Just buy the three. Three of them is just $300, postage included. Only one of this book, the power inside one of this book is tremendous. Okay, so you need to transform yourself. Knowledge is what will open that gates, not that fake knowledge in the school. Real African knowledge. Okay, so books here. If you also want to do your oracle tarot divination, I do that. You want to buy your herbs, your meditation beads, your cowries, or your soaps, your miracle stone, black stone, thunderstone, all those things we use to do African spirituality. I sell all these things. You can contact me on this channel for that. Okay. Apart from that, I thank you very much. Those people that have been supporting this channel, I'm very, very happy and delighted. And of course, I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.